Well, hello there. And welcome to Urinetown. Not the place, of course, the musical. Urinetown, the place is it's a place you'll hear people referring to a lot throughout the show.
You hear the news? They cut old so-and-so off to Urinetown the other day.
Is that so? And what did he do?
Oh, such and such, I hear.
Well, what do you know? Old so-and-so.
It's kind of a mythical place. You understand? A bad place. A place you won't see until Act 2. And then, well, let's just say it's filled with symbolism and things like that. But Urinetown, the musical, well, here we are. Welcome. It takes place in a town like any town you might find in a musical. This here's the first setting for our show. Now, as the sign says, it's a public amenity, meaning public toilet. These people have been waiting for hours to get in. It's the only amenity they can afford to get into.
Say, Officer Lockstock, is this where you tell the audience about the water shortage?
Now, what's that, little Sally?
You know, the water shortage. The hard times, the drought. A shortage so awful that private toilets eventually became unthinkable. A premise so absurd
Whoa there, little Sally. Not all at once. They'll hear more about the water shortage, but in the next scene, see?
Oh, I guess you don't want to overload them with too much exposition, huh?
Everything in its time, little Sally. You're too young to understand this now, but nothing can kill a show like too much exposition.
How about bad subject matter?
Well,
or a bad title even. That could kill a show pretty good.
Well, little Sally, suffice it to say that in Urinetown, the musical, everyone has to use public bathrooms in order to take care of their private business. That's the central conceit of the show. Better hope your pennies add up to the fee. We can't have you peeing for free. If you do, we'll catch you. We never fail, and we never bother with jail. You'll get your town. We'll have to go to your town. Away with you to your town. You won't need bail. Later on, you'll learn that these public bathrooms are controlled by a private company. They keep admissions high, generally. So if you're down on your luck, you have to come to a place like this. One of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town.
And you can't just go in the bushes either. There's laws against it.
That's right, little Sally. Harsh laws, too. And that's why little Sally here's counting her pennies. Isn't that right, little Sally?
I'm very close, officer. Only a few pennies away.
Oh, aren't we all, little Sally? Aren't we all?
Excuse me, sir, but could you tell me the way to the private company that controls these public bathrooms?
You mean you're in good company?
That's the one.
You'll meet the guy who runs Urine Good Company later. That there's his daughter.
That's quite a ways from here, ma'am. This here's the bad part of town.
So it is.
But if you squint, you can just make out their headquarters rising above the skyline.
The gleaming tower on the hill?
That's the one.
Gosh, it's beautiful.
You most certainly are.
Pardon?
It most certainly is.
Oh, dear. I'm late already. Thanks ever so much for the directions and such. Bye.
Anytime.
Well, we've talked all long enough, I imagine. Enjoy the show, and welcome to Urinetown, the musical.
Get the woe in the